Hey guys, Kamisha here, and I am back with another tutorial. This time I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a client application, but I'm using my friend for this video, so stay tuned to see, what we come up with. It's going to be a really fun video. Well, at least it was fun recording it. This really makes me wonder, like, what was we talking about? Like, I really forgot. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna carve out the bottom of her brows with the ABH number 20 brush, and I'm also using the Plouise Rumor 3 base. I'm using that basically as an eyeshadow base, and I'm also using it to, conceal underneath her brows. So, this is my first time using it on another person, and I actually thought that the base performed really well. Like, I really like it. So yeah, you'll basically just see me shading in the, filling in the eye with the base, and then you're gonna see me blending it out with the Morphe E14, which no matter if I use this base or concealer, I always try to blend out with the Morphe E14 because it's a bomb brush to do it with. So yeah. So her eyes are all blended out. The only thing I did was tape up the sides, and I do that so the eyeshadow doesn't spread everywhere, and also so I could get like a even, look when I'm doing the wing. I want the wings to look the same, because sometimes if you're not looking straight forward in the middle, it's easy to kind of, have one side looking different from the other, and we don't want that. So that's why I did it this way. And now I'm going in with the Juvias Masquerade palette, the mini one, and I'm using the shade Dahlia, I believe, on her brow bone. By the way, guys, the brush that I'm using is Real Technique. I believe it's a detailer brush. I don't use it for much, but I really like it for the brow bone. It works really well for that. Okay, so I'm going in with the first shade, and if I'm not mistaken, that's the Morphe E22 brush, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm using the Juvias Magic palette. It's the mini palette also. My first shade is Nana. And I think I said this before in another video, but I'll say it again just for the sake of the video. When I'm blending, sometimes I blend in circles, sometimes I blend side to side. Usually when I blend side to side, it's because I want more pigment, and usually when I blend in circles, it's because I want it to look more seamless. The next shade that I'm going in with is from the Masquerade palette. Yeah, we're like jumping back and forth, and it's the shade Zulu, and I believe that's the Morphe E27 brush that I'm blending with. The next shade that we went in with was Ada, and that one was from the Masquerade palette. And then after that, we're gonna go in with the shade Cypress Umber. She's so crazy. Cypress Umber, and that's from the Soft Glam palette. So that's gonna be the deepest color that I'm using for this look. So you'll basically just see me spreading that around as I feel like I need to, because I'm getting ready to cut her crease. So she just turned out for real. Doing her makeup was so fun. Okay, well, y'all see me still spreading around the brown a little bit, and then, you know, after you put a new color, you go back to put all the old colors back. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going back in with the previous transition colors, making sure that I didn't lose anything. And now you see me grabbing the ABH number 18 brush to cut the crease. And I'm also going in with the Plouise Rumor 3 base again. And so basically when I cut the crease, this is like, it's zoomed in so you guys can see. This is basically like how I do it. Like, I'll just, you know, outline the shape a little bit, fill in where I need to fill in. So that way, you know, you like have it on the lid. And then I stretch out her eye, and then I begin to make the line more precise. And that's usually how I do it. When I do my eyes, I do it like that, and when I do other people's eyes, I do it that way. So yeah, I basically went ahead and did the same thing for the other eye. So yeah, what I'm doing now is just making sure like the base itself is like smooth. You want the same amount of product on your whole lid, like, you know what I mean? You want it to look even. You don't want it to be like lumpy and some of it's not there, some of it's there. You want it to be even. And then you'll see me going, and I think that's a Morphe brush. I think it's either the N124, I forgot. But you'll see me going in with the same shade that I used on her brow bone at first, the shade Dahlia from the Masquerade palette. And you see me just doing that basically on both eyes. And then you see me going in with the shade Casablanca from the Masquerade palette as well. It's like a bronzy shade, but it's kind of orangish at the same time. like bronze orangish. And then while I was doing this shade, I realized that the jump from the Dahlia shade to the Casablanca shade was just like way too much. So I went in with another shimmer shade in the middle, but that one came out of the Magic palette, and the name of it is Buranu. I think it says Buranu. So I put that in the middle because it's like a middle shade between, you know, Casablanca and Dahlia. So I just did that so it could kind of transition better, you know. I didn't want it to jump, you know, from so light to so dark. It just wasn't a good look. So I think, you know, that'll actually look a lot better. And then this scene, I'm going back into the same shade I used as one of the transitions, and I believe it's Ada. Yeah, it's the Ada shade out of the Masquerade palette. And you see me just basically blending that out and mixing it with the shimmer, and then kind of mixing it with the brown, just to kind of, you know, bring everything together more. Now I'm going in with Fenty Beauty's flyliner in the shade Cause I'm Black. I love the name of that liner. I don't know why. I don't know. Just shout out to Riri. That liner is mad bomb though. So yeah, I'm basically just drawing her wing. And then usually with the wing, I kind of start like how I do the eyebrows, like in the middle, work my way to the back, you know what I mean, go to the front, then you kind of draw on the wing to try to make it like flow evenly. I don't know, it took me a long time to know how to do a wing, but I tried to zoom in to get it the best I could. Now you just see me going in with the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Caramel, and you just see me cleaning up the wing, making it look more sharp, more together. Time for lashes. These lashes so bomb. I think I'm gonna just end up doing a review on them because they wasn't even bad priced. I probably paid like $7 for these lashes, and they mink lashes. They bomb, like, for the look. Oh my goodness, they bomb. But yeah, so you just see me applying her lash. And then you just basically see me applying the other, well, we get in there, applying the other one. I actually had to take off that other lash and put it back on because I didn't feel like it was centered. I kind of cut them to fit my eye. Then I had to use them on her, so I had to adjust it a little bit. But you know, things happen. Now I'm going in with the Becca primer, and you basically just see me, you know, putting up 3 little dots, and then I go in and then I blend them out. She feeling herself. Yo, I cannot. She crazy. So, for foundation, I didn't have her exact shade. So what I ended up doing was mixing MAC's NC45 and NC50, and what that did was that gave me a shade close to her skin tone, and then once I bronze and highlight, you know, it's gonna basically match her neck and it's gonna be like her skin tone. So we basically had to just improvise because, yeah, she don't usually get her makeup done. She just let me do it, so, you know. So you'll see the foundation is blended out. She's working this girl crazy. So, next we're going in with the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Caramel. And you'll see me basically putting it underneath her eyes, on her nose, a little bit on her forehead. You know, just a little something. And now I'm going in and I'm blending it out with the Beauty Blender. And then you see me applying a little bit more just because I felt like it could have used a little bit more coverage underneath the eyes. So that's what I ended up doing. And now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. And you'll basically just see me applying, you know, the contour marks where they go. And I decided to blend it out with the Beauty Blender. And the reason, I usually blend my contour out with the brush, but the reason I did this is because the foundation to me just wasn't sitting the way it should. Like, I don't know, I just didn't like the way it looked. I don't know if I'm so used to using different types of foundations or what have you, but yeah, it wasn't sitting right to me. So I was like, you know what, I don't even want to mess it up by going in with a brush, so I'm just gonna do the Beauty Blender and just pat everything in place. So that's what I did, and it ended up working out. Yo, she bat her eyes through the whole video. And even again, when I was blending out her nose contour with the brush, it wasn't doing right. So that's why I changed the motion in which I was blending it. Instead of blending it straight up and down, I started blending, I started pulling it sideways because it just started to look better that way. I don't know, that foundation was giving me trouble. I ain't using that foundation no more. And now you see me going in with the Laura Mercier powder. And this is a mixture between of the translucent and the medium deep Laura Mercier powder. So you'll basically just see me setting the areas that I highlighted. And now you see me going into contour. And for her contour, I ended up using the Morphe Dare to Create palette. I used the shade that was all the way to the right in the middle. the big middle transition shades. I used that to contour because I didn't want to use anything too dark on her. So I used that and I felt like it looked better. I don't know what she just did. What she just, I would like to tell y'all, but I don't know. And now you see me going in with the Fenty Beauty matchstick in the shade Rum. And if y'all watch any of my other tutorials, y'all know I like to use this as a base for the highlight that I'm gonna put on top. And yeah, I put a lot of highlight on her. A whole lot. Because if you know her and you know her personality, you know that she's like real outspoken, outgoing, extra. So that's why I went crazy with this glow, because it just reminded me of her. And I went in with blush. I have no idea what shade I went in with. I really don't. And with the I used the Ultimate Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I used the shade Hot Sand on her. And I'm using the Morphe E61 brush to apply the highlighter.
Can't let me in me everything but you a wait on. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money.
Oh yeah, I spray one more time after the glow. Oh, you look so cute.
Why? Would you be would be more than that to take it and lead it to the promise.
Am I cute?
And I am using an ABH liquid lipstick. This one came in a 3-pack and it came with some nudes, but I can't even tell y'all the color because I liked it so much on her that I gave it to her. So I do not know the color. Like, I have no idea. And now I'm going in with the Lorac eyeliner. It's the black eyeliner, and then underneath you'll see me going back in with the same colors. Well, some of the colors I used to transition. I went in with Zulu, Ada, and I also went in with Cypress Umber. With Cypress Umber from the ABH palette as well. And now I asked her to do, you know, the little slow-mos. So shout out to my friend Cookie for letting me do her makeup for this video because it was so fun. And it was just, she just bomb. Like, she's so awesome. I'm like, wear something for fall. And she comes out with this bomb jacket. It goes with the background. I love her natural hair. Like, it was just life. Like, thank you guys for watching. And shout out to you, Cookie. See y'all in the next video.